I just had a conversation the other day where somebody asked me if I thought that I was awakened, and I said, to me, I'm always the middle because the standpoint that I come from is from my own. That's why I'm always in the middle to me. Everything taller than me is tall to me, and everything shorter than me is short to me, because I'm the person speaking, so it's all coming from me, my perspective. And the same thing goes for being awakened. I think enlightenment is a spectrum, and everyone is somewhere on that spectrum. I think we're all enlightened inside, and some of us just don't know it. Some of us do know it, and the way to get there is by forgetting certain things to get back to the truth. It's actually quite easy and simple, but in practice, it's hard to let go of a lot of things, because we cling on to them. And that's the ego. However, we're all somewhere on the spectrum of enlightenment. It's a process. I guess at the end of the spectrum, you can be fully enlightened, but I'm definitely not at the end of the spectrum. I just want to talk about my religion stems from my intuition. I feel like I have a light inside. I came here to spread light, which comes from my own light. And maybe that's where all my thoughts come from and everything, because I feel like there's a higher source, which I feel like is a good source, which is why I'm a good person. That source goes through me when I speak, and where my thoughts come from, everything that flows through me and out of me comes from that source. And that source to me is a source of light, and maybe that source is me. I've always felt like everyone should have their own religion because they should believe exactly what is right to them, question everything they hear, no matter which religion they choose, and turn it into their own, to what makes sense to them and what is best to them, you, yourself. That's why I have my own religion. My own religion makes absolute sense to me, and it stems from my intuition. It's what feels right to me, and it's something that I feel. It's not something that I think. It's something that I feel. It's a knowing, and it makes sense to me. It may evolve over time, and I can go into it, like reincarnation, souls, the different realms that exist that you can get reincarnated in. It's very similar to Buddhism, but it is still my own form, and it is completely from me and what makes absolute sense to me. It's nothing that I got externally. Of course, we all get influenced from external factors, but my religion is completely coming from within me. So basically, we're all awakened inside, but there's a spectrum of knowing how awakened you are, because you have to shed off things to remember and get back to your core, which is awakened, enlightened. It's a process to get there, and I think we're all somewhere on the spectrum of remembering and getting to our core, our true essence, and it's inside and it's simple. It can be easy when you let go of the right things. That's the hard part, is just to let go of the right things.